Do you sound a little bit gay? Do people don't take you seriously? Do you want to sound like a real fucking G? In this video, I'm gonna help you sound more convicted. So it's no doubt that sounding more certain as a man will make people take you more seriously, will make you more convincing, will make women fall in love with you, and will make you command respect overall. But how do you actually do it? Maybe you're a salesperson, maybe you're doing game, and people all of the time, they tell you to sound more convicted, to talk with more certainty, to be more assertive, more dominant. But how do you actually do it? And so in this video, I'm gonna break it step by step, I'm gonna give you exercises, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how to sound more certain. My name is Sgt.Roth, I control half the banks in Europe, and I help young men with their communication skills, so they can make the money that they want, and they can command the respect they deserve. You're clearly interested in that, go click the subscribe button right now. And so the first thing when it comes to conviction, and this is extremely important, is that we need to break it down into specific steps. So conviction is broken down into three very simple things to follow. The first thing is tempo. Generally speaking, people who talk faster will be perceived more of the authority figures. Now, you might disagree with me and tell me, no, it's actually not true. Talking slower makes your words heavier. Shut the fuck up. Look at people like Andrew Tate. Look at people like Myron Keynes. Look at these real n****. They talk fast. They talk with enthusiasm. They talk like they're the fucking shit. And you're captivated by it. Now imagine in this video, I'm talking very fast, very enthusiastically, and you're captivated. Imagine if I'm just talking like this, like a fucking grandfather. Would you really listen to me? It sounds stupid as fuck, right? So if you want to sound more certain, talk a little bit faster. Now, of course, you don't want to ramble like this, like a fuck. You want to talk a little bit faster than average. That will allow you to sound more certain and more assertive. So you see, like the tempo I'm talking in right now, this is pretty good. It's pretty clear and everything. I sound very certain, but it doesn't come with the cost of clarity. The second thing, and that is perhaps the most important thing, is actually volume. So, you know, I can talk very fast and everything, but if I talk like this with a very shy volume, very low volume, you cannot take me seriously, right? Imagine I approach a girl and I'm being, hey, yeah, I just saw you across the streets and everything. Like, she will think I'm a fucking creep, right? She will think I'm a fucking creep. Imagine I'm trying to sell somebody and I'm talking with this quiet voice. Like, do you think he will take me seriously? Of course not, right? You need the oomph within yourself. You need to talk with certainty. You need to talk with volume. You need to talk with aggression. So next time you're trying to talk with more certainty, add the volume to your voice. Which leads me to my third point. In order to sound more masculine, in order to sound more authoritative, you also need to finish your sentence at a low pitch. You see what I did right here? I said a sentence, I went up in pitch, and then I go down. And you see how it makes it way more convincing, way more captivating, like it's very easy to pay attention to it, right? So for example, let me give you an example of a phrase I can say in two different ways, and you can tell me which one sounds more convincing, more alpha. This is the best thing you can possibly do to sound more assertive. Or, this is the best thing you can possibly do to sound more assertive? You see, with the second option, I sound like a fucking fat. But with the first option, I sound like a fucking alpha male. And so finish your sentence at a low pitch. Now, you don't want to make the mistake a lot of people make. A lot of people hear this advice, and then they say, okay, so I'm just gonna talk with a low pitch the whole way through. No. You don't want to make this mistake. Because see what happens if you just talk with a low pitch the whole way through. This is the best thing you can possibly do to your accent in 2025. It sounds good, but it doesn't have the same oomph as saying it like, this is the best thing you can possibly do to your accent in 2025. You see how the second option, it has more passion, it has more aggression, it's more convincing, it's more persuasive, it's more sexy. Okay, maybe not sexy, I mean I'm sexy, but you know, like you get a point, it sounds better, it sounds overall, it just sounds better, it's more convincing, it sounds more certain. So you don't want to make the mistake of talking with a low pitch the whole way through, but instead you want to start a sentence at a high pitch and then finish it at a low pitch. So these were the 3 points for today. Talk faster, talk louder, and finish your sentence at a low pitch. Now your stupid ass might say, oh, but how do I practice all of these things? Great question. So for that we will use this simple exercise, which is called reading out loud. So this is a very magical exercise that was invented by a handsome guy named Sgt.Roth. No, of course not. I mean, it's something that was, you know, it's something famous. I can't talk, okay? I can't talk. But basically, this is one of the best exercises to do in order to improve your communication skills. So just open up your favorite book and just read it out loud. You know how you're a nerd, you like reading books and everything, right? But mostly you will read in silence, in your room, in secrets, right? I don't know what I'm saying. But instead, I want you to read out loud, and I want you to work specifically on these 3 points. Now, don't be an idiot. Don't work on all of these things all at once like a fucking idiot. Choose one thing. work on that thing, focus on that thing, then do the next thing, then focus on that, then do the third thing. Then you can start doing everything all at once. But don't be this kind of fucking idiot that tries to focus everything at once, then he complains he doesn't see results. Okay, don't be this fucking idiot. So for example, the first point, talking faster. A lot of people, especially if you're not native like myself, you will have a hard time pronouncing the words fast while still maintaining clarity. So at first, just read out loud and try to increase the tempo as you talk. So for example, the book says, and then Sgt. Rothschild fucked this girl, and then that's the end of the story. Instead of reading it like you usually do, which is like, and then Sgt. Rothschild fucked this girl, very, very slowly, increase the tempo. And then Sgt. Rothschild, just increase the tempo, work on that one. Then you can work on volume, adding more volume to your voice. And then the third thing is down talking. And then again, just to remind you, with down talking, you don't want to talk down the whole way through trying to sound as sexy as Sgt. Rothschild, because you will never be as sexy as me. But instead, you want to start at a high pitch and then you finish at a low pitch. Now, just a bonus point, because why not? I'm such a fucking G. If you want to sound more convincing, and if you want to have more authority, and if you want people to trust you more, you need to be animated. Forget about the whole point of being like a stoic alpha male. Listen, that will only get you so far. Like, listen, I mean, I'm all for taking cold showers and doing the carnivore diet and being stoic and being masculine. For sure. Suffer. Have no emotions. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. But I mean, have discipline, have hard work ethic, have courage, have all these things. Be detached from your emotions. Don't be a fucking, a crybaby or something. However, when you talk, what is the objective of talking in the first place? Your objective is to brainwash people, is to manipulate people, is to control people, right? Of course not, but you want to persuade people, you want to have power. Power is literally, the definition of power is literally the ability to move other people or objects. But of course, we're talking about people in here. If you're gonna talk like a robot like this, imagine myself talking like a robot the whole way through. You will probably already have clicked off the video. It looks fucking stupid, right? But you watch the video because I'm being captivating. I'm being, I'm showing emotion. I'm being animated and everything. And it don't have to be like me, like being all over the place, be like weirdo. But you want to be more animated. You want to show a wide range of emotions. You want to talk with certainty. You want to move here, move there. Use your hands. Use your passion. Use your voice. Use everything. And then become a master communicator. So yeah, comment down below on something that will hold my heart. I was Sgt. Rothschild. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you next time. Peace.